And the last one was running my own supermarket.
What a classy one. You're still going to hear more. You are going to hear more. I want you guys to stay put. May is ready to blow the head of Judy Austin and YUL EDOCHIE apart. I know a lot of people might disagree. Why? Because YUL EDOCHIE does not appear to be a lazy man. No, not at all. He has been in the industry for a long time and he's not playing there. Countless coffins that he had slept in, sleepless nights, shooting this, shooting that, shooting this, shooting that. I know, yes, he is not lazy, but is he productive? There's a difference in being, active, engaging in activities. But what about productivity? What about productivity? Very important, isn't it? Now, you heard the short response of May when she was asked. The other time she was asked about a relationship. Is she single and all of that? She kept, twiddling that ring on her hands, and to a lot of people, that is enough. That is enough. That should answer whatever question that anybody wants to ask. Now, she was asked about work, business, entrepreneurship, and she said, no, look, do not think that I'm just starting out, doing business or engaging. It's just that I have a better platform. I have grace much more upon me that is now taking me far and wide. But talk about preparation. I had already prepared myself. Now let's go into that. You see, YUL EDOCHIE does not appear lazy. No, not at all. But I said, what about someone physically, intellectually engaged in building up family? This person is right by your side. When you go to Lagos Island and some other part, you will find this M-Mart, Mary's Mart, May's Mart. She had this small supermarket where electronics and many other things are sold. She did business. She did not just sit back, sleep at home as housewife, as YUL EDOCHIE wants us to think. But I will tell you where the problem lies. I'll tell you where the problem lies. You see, there are certain men that have this title, Odogu. I know you know where I'm going to. The thing is this, if you have been hyped for so long, but your manifestation does not match with the hyping, it becomes a problem. YUL EDOCHIE struggled in life, but it has not been easy. It has not been easy. Even if you look at his father did what he could do in the industry. It's not as if they are begging for food. They are simply living their old life in a simple way, not so extravagant. Maybe a car, a bike here to move around the village and do what they need to do in town. If there is a movie to shoot, if there is anything to do, millions are being paid. And also, once in a while, you find Pet EDOCHIE involved in some skit here and there. So it's not as if the man has not been making ends meet here and there. But there are people who have exploded in the industry. And many of them had the opportunity back in those years because they had sponsor. Some were able to explode only when Netflix started offering Africans the opportunity, even though the money is not that much, but at least they were able to open the door. Pet EDOCHIE has featured in a movie alongside Genevieve. It definitely was paid some millions of naira, although I know cost to come to the and all of that. Now, let's leave that aside. Now, let us focus on YUL EDOCHIE a bit. What did YUL EDOCHIE bring into his family as the head of the family that warranted or prompted him to now announce polygamy or second wife? What did he bring in? Now, let us look at May EDOCHIE's background. Is she from a family that is much more financially up there than YUL EDOCHIE? Obviously. So she was able to bring in some of these that she had gotten here and there, brother, sister, this and that, she was able to bring all of these things together, join everything together to create what she created for herself. Personal business, like, let me be doing something, let me sell this item, let me market this one, let me do this one, let me do that. She was doing her thing on the low key whilst trying to build a home. Let's have a good house on the island, let us do this and that. YUL Edochie was also bringing few of his own, but he was using major of his income on ladies like Judy Austin. He kept feeding them until they became overblown, they became bloated. There's a difference between I'm relaxed in my husband's house, enjoying money and getting big, even though it's not the best of the best. But there are people who genetically, that's how they are. Not everyone will be slim, so don't get me wrong. Nobody's body shaming anyone. But what I'm saying is that he kept using that money, the return from the movies that he shot, he kept using it to feed different women. They were getting big and large. He was enjoying them. He was bringing less to the house. Okay, there are bills that I needed to sort out, such as tuition fee here and there for Danielle, and many things I needed to do in those days too. Like, okay, let's keep body and soul together. But YUL Edochie felt that he has acquired enough, and the next that he needs to do is to bring in second wife. Unless you're under a spell, or you feel you can do and undo, you feel that you are the Odogu, then will you make such a move? Now, let us go into one other aspect of it. Is it that Judy Austin had stolen Mr. Obasi's money? Because there is nothing really, unless Judy Austin went to loan money from some people, and I don't think there is that rich person around Judy Austin. Where exactly did Judy Austin get money to start saying Judy Austin's film, like, this is my movie, Judy Austin's film, trying to package herself? Was this not money that YUL Edochie was supposed to bring home, and many from May Edochie's businesses? Is that not what he was pumping into Judy Austin's so-called movie? Well, I'll tell you this for free. YUL Edochie had inferior complex. That is what we want to talk about. YUL Edochie had inferior complex. He saw, he knew about that special grace on May. And when I say grace, grace can also be that you are from a family that is blessed. It's still part of grace. And you yourself, anything you touch, things just boom and work for you. So YUL Edochie didn't feel good. He felt threatened, like, what's going on? Why are you always talking like I didn't bring enough money here? And the woman is like, I have not disturbed you. Countless nights, months, you're out there shooting this movie, shooting that movie, shooting this and that. But you are not bringing. You are spending more time out there. I don't really get it. And you cannot lie to her and tell her, hey, the movie thing. She understands. She knows about it. She knows about this. So what can you say to her to hoodwink her or to fool her? It's going to be difficult. So YUL Edochie wasn't bringing enough money home. That was problem. May needed certain amount of money to be brought home. YUL Edochie wasn't bringing it. So they started having crack in their marriage. I'm just telling you guys this free information. So they started having little cracks in their relationship. May wanted you to bring more money home. YUL Edochie could not bring, because now he has family out there, even though it's girlfriend or partner. He had people that he's taking care of out there, and he wasn't bringing enough home. But he was spending more time out, working, claiming that he's working. So, problems started. Clash here and there. They were managing it. Once in a while, YUL Edochie will give some, philosophy. He will start being philosophical. He will start becoming a motivational speaker, talking and advising people here and there. Then he was having problems. Financial problems started coming in, like, you're not bringing in enough. Imagine we couldn't pay this and that. What about this and that? This was expected to be brought in. You didn't bring it. So what this, what that? They were having that issue. And don't forget that both of them came together when YUL Edochie wasn't that rich. And of course, no one is going to look at a young man of 20 and expect him to be extremely rich. No, not at all. Both of you have to build together. So life went on slowly, but with little cracks here and there. YUL Edochie started feeling uncomfortable. He didn't feel good. He needed someone beneath him. like Judy Austin that will hype him, make him feel better. That is why Judy Austin regularly on camera, you think they definitely could do that inside without camera. The reason she's doing this is because of what YUL EDOCHIE told her, that Mary was not hyping him. May was not making him feel like he's the Odogu, because May needed him to bring more money home. And now YUL EDOCHIE was having inferior complex. Like, what is this thing about this lady? Anything she touches, the thing is just booming. Things are just fine around her. So he was feeling low, feeling less of a man. But he wants to be appreciated. He wants to be praised, even when he's wrong, even when he's committing adultery, even when he's messing up. He wants to be praised. He wants to be hyped. He wants all of that. And none of these things are coming from May. So he felt bad. Like, okay, money answered all things, isn't it? Then to boost his ego, he said he wants to get involved in politics. Maybe more money will come out of it. Of course, you know what it is. He's not going there to serve. Normally, if politicians are paid minimum wage, none of them will strive or aspire or do the do or die thing to get there. It's because YUL EDOCHIE had a terrible, corrupt mind. He wanted to get into politics to steal. That's why the Abuja thing and all of that, nothing worked. He went into selling property. Nothing worked. Everything collapsed. Everything collapsed. Why? Because he was not willing to stop. He was not willing to put an end to those extras that he was doing out there. He was doing it too much, and it was affecting his home. He wasn't bringing enough. He wasn't fulfilling certain responsibilities at home. All of these things created problems for him. And here we are now. May is swimming in that ambience of plenty. Life is good. Support here and there. And YUL, on the other hand, he is there crying, wolf, wolf, wolf. Who is going to help YUL EDOCHIE now?